Hey guys, it's Latrell from Knowledge Over Grades, and sometimes I need to add in my head, like how much I actually need, or how much this is going to actually cost, or how long is this going to take. In the old way of adding, like carrying the one and regrouping, I used to always forget the numbers after I finished adding, so I learned a new way to add, and I want to teach you how to do it too because it can help with your mental math. Let me show you.
Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to do multi-digit addition without regrouping and without carrying of 2-digit, 3-digit, and decimal numbers. So the name of the game is to start from left and go right. However, it would help to understand the place value of the digits of the numbers that we're going to be adding. So let's do a little practice with place value. Okay, so what we're going to do is place these numbers into the place value chart. So if you look at the chart first, we can see that there are place values listed in from greatest to least, and then there's a decimal right in the middle. So if you look at the decimal, we could look to the left of the decimal and we see units. That means ones place. Then there's tens place, hundreds place, and thousands place. Okay, so when we write a number, whatever number falls into those boxes, then that's what place it's in. Okay, if we look to the left, to the right of the decimal point, we see tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths. If they land in those boxes, then that means that they're in that place. Okay. Okay, so if we look at 89, we can rewrite 89 as 80 plus 9. So 9 is a single digit, it's one unit. It's a unit, and we can put that in the ones place. And 80 is the tens, so we put that in the tens place. And we add 80 plus 9 together, we get 89. Looking at 205, 205, that's actually 200 plus 5, okay? So the 5 is in the ones place. I'm gonna just write ones here so that we know that units means ones. And then 200. So 2 goes in the hundreds place, and there is no 10, so we put 0 there. Now, $14, we can say, and 98 cents, or 14.98. That can be rewritten, and it's going to be a really long expanded version. So let's write it down here. 14 is actually 10 plus 4. And then 0.98 or 98 hundredths is going to be 9.90 or 90 hundredths plus 8 hundredths, okay? And when we put it on the place value chart, it's going to be 14 right here and 98 back here. Okay, 70 and 100th. So the decimal helps us put 70 in front and then the 0, 1 in behind the 100th. And this is actually 70.00 plus 0.01 or 100th. So that's basically $70.01 if you look at it like money. 1525 or 1,525. 1,000, so we know that that 1 is in the thousands place. 500, so we know that 5 goes in the hundreds place. 20, 20 is a tens place number and or digit, and 5 goes in the ones place. How do we write that expanded? 1,000 plus 500 plus 20 plus 5, okay? Now let's look at 67 hundredths. That's what this number is for F. 67 hundredths, we have nothing in the ones place, so we can put a 0 there. It's always good practice to put a 0 in the ones place if there is no ones place, or if there is nothing in front of the decimal like you see here. It's always good to put a 0 there. And then your decimal. And then we have 6/10 and 7/100. Okay? So writing that in expanded form where our place values are expanded, we're going to write 0.6 tenths. I'm going to write a 0 there, which would make that 60 hundredths plus 7/100. Okay. All right. So we got a little bit of practice with place value. Now let's bring this knowledge over to addition. Okay. So we're going to be doing the backwards place value strategy for adding two-digit numbers right now. And let's try 99 plus 93. So backwards place value means that we're starting, instead of starting with the ones place, which is what we were taught in school, I know I was, we're going to start with the tens place, okay? So we're going to add 9 plus 9, or which is actually 90 plus 90. So 90 plus 90 is 180, okay? And now what we're going to do is add the ones place, 9 plus 3. So 9 plus 3 is 12, okay? So now what we're going to do is the same thing. Start with the left and go to the right, just like we did with the first portion. So now we have a hundreds place. So we're going to add that 100 to nothing because there's no 100s place with 12. So we're just going to write 100. And now we're going to add the tens place, 80 plus 10, that's 90. And now the ones place, 0 plus 2, which is 2. Now all we need to do is compress our number. We can see that there is a digit for each of those places in this number. So all we need to do is compress it by adding them in. 192. And that's it. That's your answer. Okay, so let's try the expanded form version of backwards place value for adding two-digit numbers. And we're going to add the same numbers, 99 plus 93. Okay, so let's write the 99 in expanded form like we did on our place value chart. So 99 is actually 90 plus 9, right? And 93 is actually 90 plus 3, okay? Now let's bring it over and actually add them all together like that. So it'd be easier to write the tens first and then write the ones. So 90 plus 90 plus 9 plus 3. Now we're going to add all of this together, okay? Remember, we're still starting from left to right. So 9 plus 9, that's 180. And then 9 plus 3 is 12, okay? Once again, here we are at that same spot we were with the last problem. We're starting with the left to the right. So 100 plus 80 plus 10 is 90. And then 0 plus 2 is 2. And now we can compress again by adding. We're adding all these numbers, and that comes to 192. So that's just a different way of adding your numbers by expanding the place values so that you can actually see the tens that you're adding and the ones that you're adding, because sometimes it's not easy to see when they're compressed together like that. Okay. Okay, now let's try backwards place value with three-digit numbers. And we're going to do 882 plus 725. Okay, starting from the left. So we're going this way. And we're not regrouping, we're not carrying, none of that stuff. You didn't see me do any of that. So we have hundreds now. 800 plus 700, okay? 8 plus 7, we know that's 15, so 800 plus 700 is 1500, okay? 1500 or 1500. Now we're going to the tens place. 8 plus 2 is 10, so 80 plus 20 is 100. So we're going to make sure our 100 lines up with the 500 and 1500, okay? Now we're in the ones place. 2 plus 5, that's 7, okay? Now let's do it again, add from left to right. We got 1000, and then we got 5 plus 1, or 500 plus 100, which is 600, and nothing in our tens place, and we got 0 plus 7, which is 7. So now we don't see any other number except that one digit besides 0. So all we have to do is compress or add all that together. So that'd be 1607, and that's 1607. Okay, a little bit easier, right? Okay, now we're going to try the expanded form of the backwards place value for 3 digits using the same number, 882 plus 725, and we're going to expand. So 882 expanded is 800 plus 80 plus 2, and then 725 is 700 plus 20 plus 5, okay? Now, let's write that vertically in an addition form. So let's try to keep the places together. So we're going to do 800 plus 700, and then we got 80 plus 20, and then 2 plus 5, okay? Sorry that my addition is leaning, but let's now add from left to right. So our 100s place is 800 plus 700, and 8 plus 7 is 15, so that's 1500. In our tens place, we got 8 plus 2, or 80 plus 20 is 100. So we're going to write that right under the 500. Then 2 plus 5 is our ones place, so that's 7. Okay, do it again from left to right. 1000, 5 plus 1 is 600, and then 0 plus 7 is 7. Okay, once again, I don't have enough space, so 1607. Same answer. And if you get to this point right here and you want to just go ahead and go straight to the answer, that's fine. You know, it's up to you. But I'm just carrying out the same method from beginning to end, adding from left to right so that you can see the consistency. If you get a little comfortable and you want to skip steps, that's great. You can do that. Okay, now we're going to work with decimals doing the backwards place value. Okay, so we're adding 28.99, $28.99, or 28 and 99 thousandths, and we're adding $4.67 to it, or 4 and 67 thousandths. Okay, so I'm going to be talking in money terms because it just makes it easier for me to apply to something that I actually have to do in real life. So we're going to act like this is money. Okay, little dollar sign. Um, so $20, 20 is in the tens place, and there are no tens place for the second number that we're adding. So we're just going to bring 20 down. We added 0 to it. Now we're adding $8 to $4. So 8 plus 4 is 12, and we're just going to line our 12 up with the 20 because 12 does have a tens place. It's the 1. 12 is actually 10 plus 2. Okay, 0.00. Now we have 90 cents plus 60 cents. That's 150 cents, or $1.50. Now we got 9 cents plus 7 cents. How much is that? 16 cents. I'm gonna make sure we put our 0 in front. And one thing to note is that our decimal is always lined up. Got to make sure our decimal is lined up. And that helps us to make sure our place values are lined up as well. So we're adding from left to right again. So now in the tens place, we have $20 plus $10, which is $30. In the ones place, we have $2 plus $1, which is $3. In the tenths place, we have 50 cent plus 10 cent, which is 60 cent. And in the ones or the thousands place, we have just 6, which is going to give us 6 thousandths or 6 cents. All right, now we can add this all up. We can compress it because there's nothing but zeros um, other than the number that is in that place. Okay, no other numbers. So we can add down starting with left to right. We got 3, 3, 6, 6. Yay! So $33.66. All right, if this is making any sense to you, please let me know in the comments. I would love to um, know if you're catching on and if it seems like an easier method, but it's an easier method for me to see in my head. Now we're going to do the same addition using expanded form, okay, of the same decimal number. So we have 28.99 plus 467. And to expand these numbers, we are going to write them like this, and all in their place value. So we got 28.99 or $28.99, $20 plus $8 plus 90 cents plus 9 cents. Okay. All right. So $4.67 is $4.60 and 7 cents. Now let's add it all together. So we want to keep our um, place values together. And we only have one number in the tens place. Then we have 4 and $8. And we have 90 cents and 60 cents. Then we have 9 cents and 7 cents. Okay. All right, let's get adding. So nothing in the tens place, so we can just bring that 20 down. Then we have 4 plus 8, which is 12, so we're bringing that 12 down. Then we have 9 plus 6, which is 15, or 90 cents plus 60 cents, which is 150 cents, or $1.50. And then we have 7 cents plus 9 cents, which is 16 cents. Okay, so we got this. Now let's basically continue the way we did it last time. So 20, I'm just going to write it over. 12, 150, and 16 cents. So we're adding left to right by place value, starting with 2 plus 1, which is actually 30 now. And then 2 plus 1 in the ones place, or $2 plus $1 is $3. Then we have 50 cents plus 10 cents, which is 60 cents. And we have 6 cents in the thousands place. You can tell I'm a fast writer and sloppy writer. Try to make it as neat as possible. All right, so once again, we're adding left to right. But this time, we don't have anything but zeros besides the one digit that's in those places. So we can just compress. And that'll be 3366. $33.60 again. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, so what did you think? Do you think you can try some on your own? I think you can. So sometimes these are actual numbers that we have to add in real life. And it's good if you have a method that you can actually use in your head and be able to expand, because expanding and adding those one digit at a time, even though it's 200 plus 500, that's 700, right? Instead of 256 plus 589, that's a little bit harder to add. So why don't you try some on your own? And if you want extra practice, you can use the link in my description to take the quiz that I have created along with the worksheet. And also have a study guide of what I taught you in this video in written form. So I hope this helps. And in my next video, I'm going to be talking about how I use these methods doing subtraction and give you some examples. So I hope that you're able to join me next time. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the bell so you can see when I upload the next video on subtraction. And you can also view some of the videos I've done previously to help you with word problems. Have fun doing math and talk to you later.